Jed, when I say FA Cup, what's your first memory as a player?
Funnily enough, I've never played in the FA Cup, but watched many games, I've been on the bench many times, and it's a very big competition, and it's one that everyone in the change room is massively looking forward to.
As a football fan, what's your first memory? What's the first type of games you remember seeing with the FA Cup?
Oh God, I can't even remember. But listen, there's been so many games. I remember when I was coming through the ranks at Rovers, being on the bench in a game against Oxford United when we come back in extra time, I think it was. But moments like that only happen in the FA Cup.
What is it that makes an FA Cup week different to others? Because you haven't had a midweek game this week, so all the talk has been building up to Hemel. What makes this type of fixture different?
I don't really know, to be honest. I think for me it's just like another week preparing for a game on Saturday, which I think is what a lot of people need to look at it like. But again, it's a big competition, not just for the players, for the fans, for the club, and it's going to be a big game, yeah.
Obviously, since all the changes in Richard coming in full-time till the end of the season, this is the first actual full week, I'm right in thinking, that you've had with him to prepare for a game. Do you feel like you've needed this little break here to break and reassess as a squad?
Yeah, I think games quickly on the bounce are good. I think it keeps momentum going, whether we're winning or losing, it helps you bounce back into the next week. But especially after the 4 games we've had, like 9 points from 12, it's always good to come back, have a good week together, refreshing and go into the weekend. What
are the key differences you've noticed in the squad in the last few weeks?
I think it's just like togetherness. I think lads pulling each other through, doing everything we can for the man next to you, and making sure we're doing everything right day to day to get 3 points or head through in the cup.
You seem to be really enjoying your time at the club, and I've been fortuitous to see quite a lot of your decent performances where you've made some really good saves. What do you feel you've learned about yourself and how your game's progressed in the last few months?
Yeah, I'm just like I said, consistent football. That's all I've ever wanted and all I've ever asked for. And to come here and get consistent football is amazing. I'm seeing different sides of myself and different parts of my game, which I'm enjoying bringing out. But just developing as a player, like I said, getting games and loving it. Yeah.
Last season, having a set back 3 or 4 at Yeovil was pretty difficult. There was always injuries and other things. You've actually had pretty much the same back 3 in front of you for the vast majority of the last few weeks. How key is that, and developing the relationship between the group of you?
Yeah, it's massive. Wherever you go, you just want structure, whether that's in football or away from football. And to have the 3 in front of me performing as they are, and bailing me out, me bailing them out, and the sort of togetherness we've got at that back 3 and understanding each other is massive, and it's only going to help us.
Who's the loudest out of the 4 of you?
I think we have our times, but Fergie's a loud one, yeah.
Nice. And obviously this weekend, you've touched on FA Cup before, but Hemel Hempstead, on an absolute flyer in the National League South, they're unbeaten, I think, since the end of August, so they're going to be a really tough team. What have you learnt about them this week?
We haven't touched on them too much. I think we've got more to do towards the end of the week, but for us it's not underestimating who they are. We can't be looking at league tables and where they are. I think we've got to be looking at, it's just another team that we've got to turn up and play well against, and just as it's the FA Cup for us, it's the FA Cup for them, so they're going to be right up for it, so we've got to make sure we match that.
It's an away day as well, which always makes it slightly trickier.
Yeah, like Hemel are going to want us to come to their place and hopefully cause an upset, but we're going to do, like I said, everything we can, prepare properly to go to that game and progress through the cup.
Do you feel like the standard of the National League and the National League South in the last few years has increased quite a lot, which means actually when you're playing a team from the division below you, the standard difference isn't as big as it may have been years before?
Yeah, I've played in the National League South and the National League for the past sort of 4 years, and it's tough. There's teams in that league where you could turn up on the day and you could get absolutely battered, or you could batter them. It's unpredictable in that sense, and it's whoever's there on the day, whoever's prepared the most, and whoever's got enough in their armoury to win.
I know you've already picked up a few clean sheets this season, but how much would it mean for you to get another one on Saturday?
Oh yeah, that's what I pride myself on, clean sheets, and that's ultimately what I'm looking to do every game. I love it, celebrating with the lads, especially when you keep a clean sheet when we win. It's an amazing feeling.
Well, fingers crossed, good luck for Saturday.
Thank you.